What we want to talk about a little bit here is common opposition to APRs, and I hate to say cheap shots, but unfair statements people make about APRs who are biased against APRs. And it's most of the reason people are biased is because they haven't really thought it through, and they get some opposition from someone else and that locks in their head, and like they call it a trophy program, the APR stuff. People hear that and they don't think it beyond that much, and it locks in their head, and they're just like, okay, it's for trophy hunters. And everybody knows that most hunters in Minnesota or elsewhere, any other state, really aren't strictly trophy hunters, you know. So it can have a negative connotation to it if that's the only reason people think APRs exist, but that's not true. Some of the quick replies to common APR attacks is, well, people say trophy hunters are horn hogs. And if you really think about who is the real horn hog, you've got hunters that'll go out there, enjoy the hunt, enjoy nature, and put in a lot of time, and they let a lot of marginal bucks go by, you know, stuff like this. You know, they see them, they enjoy seeing them, they don't discredit the deer, but they're looking for something a little more than that, both from a meat perspective and an antlers perspective. It's quality, which is not a bad thing. And so when people tell other people that people who support APRs are horn hogs, you got to look at that guy and say, well, wait a minute here. This guy might hunt for 3 to 5 years and pass 20 to 30 bucks or more, or maybe 10, however many, but the point is he lets bucks go by with antlers on them. Now you contrast that to the guy who will do nothing but go out and shoot the first set of antlers he can see and get his hands on, and is unwilling to let any set of antlers go by. You have to ask yourself, who is the real horn hog here? You know, the guy that's willing to let a train of them go by over the course of the years, or a guy who will not let anything go and levels the first thing he sees. I mean, if the antlers are that important to him, he is not willing to let one marginal deer go by and help the DNR with their doe management and stuff, and he takes his little buck every year. That's contradictory to a lot of good things. It's against what the DNR is trying to do with deer population management and doe harvest. It's against a lot of people who would like to see, you know, better bucks out there, and it's really saying, I want my spike buck come, you know, hell or high water, and I'm going to get it no matter what. That's hoggish in and of itself. So when you really slice and dice the attack that trophy hunters are the horn hogs out there, that's just the opposite. The guys who are unwilling to pass on any little buck and get their buck so they can say they scored and their big competition with their buddies or whatever, that's more of a horn hog on that aspect.